So there should be 2 orcs over here, unless that's just... Okay, yes they are here, just took a while to spawn. So I'll just stand back and do some lightning, which also heals. Every attack I do in any way, shape or form always does a heal. So we will just quickly make work of these orcs. And continue downwards to the next pack. And these skull splitters, they do a really nasty sort of a conal AoE, serrated blades, which you can see by a graphic where it's all this green slashing around. So if you can stun him before that happens, it's very nice. So he's doing it now, so I'll disarm him. Keep on using my blackout kick because there is some AoE situations going on here. Just keep on hitting away to do my healing. I've never actually checked how my healing was on that last fight, so I'll do that quickly now. Healing, healing, healing. For Malkarok. Okay, I did kinda crap. Wait, healing topped by a Death Knight healer? What? Oh god, those Blood Death Knights. Well, that's probably because of massive amounts of blood shields. And other self-heals and things. Kind of a weird fight because of the ancient miasma. But I definitely don't want to be getting out-healed by a Death Knight. But I am in sort of half PvE gear, half PvP, because that's just as good as I've got. Okay. We're in the Underhold, which is part 3. So that is Malkarok, Spoils and Thok, I believe? Think. And that Death Knight is actually offline at the moment, so that's not doing us any favours. So now we are in another trash section. We have these 2 orcs at the front. We have a couple of turrets at the back and a couple more orcs there too. You usually get these little grunt guys that are actually neutral. There they are at the back there. And I'm going to boost over to them, I don't care about aggro, and try and kill them. Because if they manage to get to the boxes without dying, they will summon a shredder, which is bad. So I managed to take one of them down, but as you can see over there, there's a shredder because somebody didn't deal with the other one. So now we have that to contend with. And we have the turrets raining down fire on us, so I'm guessing nobody's taking care of those either. I'm just going to put some heals on the tank specifically, rather than just using my attacks to heal him. And now we are better positioned again. So the Goblin Shredders are quite nasty to deal with. They've got a lot more health and a lot more damage as well, I think. So you never want to have multiples of those up, but we do. Because we're very bad. So when I put Ring of Peace on the tank, it might help out a little. Keep on using abilities which I should be using. I even have the cooldown timer here, so I know exactly when to refresh those abilities, but there's just so much going on a lot of the time, and it is kind of difficult to do. Also actually quite mana intensive. As you can see, I'm nearly out of mana. I do have 20 stacks of mana tea though, so that's a bit of a saving grace. And down that goes. So I can just drink up before the next fight. Your mana tea stacks will get reset before the next boss anyway, so there's no point not drinking it. Did I actually get a Secret of the Empire by any chance? No. That's the whole reason I'm actually here. Oh well. Secrets of the Empire is... I can't actually remember which part. So I'm going to roll over here and beat up this thing. Hopefully the tanks will actually stop stuff happening. So I'm going to kill that guy. Try and kill that guy before he can do his thing. And then work on this turret. Because you do get a lot of noobs in looking for raid. So if we can manage to take these turrets down, it's less things for them to have to avoid. So I shall work on doing that. Fully in the DPS mindset here. But as you can see over there, I am healing while I'm doing it, so it's all good. So I'm the only person actually working on this. Don't know why I'm using Surging Mist. I've got quite a strange button for my Tiger Palm. It's Shift R, and for my Soothing Mist it is just R on its own. So that's kind of the reason why I accidentally pressed it there. Got Jab as D, so I have to constantly press Shift every other attack. I actually don't mind getting hit by that turret blast, because then I can use Expel Harm, which also does damage, as well as heal me. So I'm slowly working this thing down. I've got it halfway, and now there's a hunter starting to join in too. Should probably use Zen Sphere on myself, because that does do a little tick of damage. And down that goes. Roll over to the next one. And that one down too. Good, good, good. And now we should be approaching spoils, and that's not actually the right door. So this guy summons ads, so you really want to nuke him hard, and ignore the ads to a point, let the tank deal with them. I'm not sure if it's stunnable, but it's a good idea to try and stun him. The call reinforcements there, so that starts summoning the ads. I'll disarm him. Didn't seem to work. So we just want to keep on... Let's use Ring of Peace and sort try and cover those casters at the back with it. I love the mobility of a monk compared to my Death Knight. But monk DPS, really fucking boring. It is exactly the same as this rotation I'm using now as a healer, except with the occasional Fist of Fury, occasional Rising Sun Kick. It is actually really dull, which disappointed me, because I was actually considering re-rolling to my monk at one point, just because my Death Knight, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. So people are starting to spam the middle, saying all the passwords to start the fight, but luckily all the idiots have stopped. Okay, so somebody's going to go sort the groups out to which side that you go on. With Spoils of Pandaria, there is two sides, which are marked with the green and the blue at the moment. So you need to split the raid evenly. I'll go on green, since green is the colour of a monk. You need to split the raid evenly, and you have these crates down here. You need to open the crates and kill all the enemies inside. Once you get to 50 enemies killed, the section here will open and you can go into the other side. Once both sides have cleared both sections, you win the fight. There isn't actually a boss, so to speak, here, because it is a lot of just ads. So what you're meant to do is open these ones with the paw prints, the green ones, they have pandas inside. You then kill the pandas to receive a buff. That mechanic is actually disabled on looking for raid, because looking for raid is utter garbage. In the big crates there are elite mobs. I think they're level 62. 92. There might be 93. And they have a lot more health than the other guys. So the aim is to just kill 50 in here and 50 in the next section as well. Since nobody seems to be clicking the middle, I'll go do it myself. And it's... what the hell's going on here? Okay, it's starting now. So yeah, if you're doing this in flex, normal or heroic, make sure that you get the panda's buff. And down we go. See, you can't even actually click on the panda crates, there's no symbol on it at all. Now you can see the symbols to open the crates. So we have a monk tank in this side, so I'll put my heals and hots and all that nonsense on him straight away. And he isn't actually going straight for the elite mob, which is weird. As for kill orders here, you always want to get these burial urns down first. Or is it the shadow ritualist ones? Some sort of urn either way, because that will summon a spark, which is quite annoying to say the least. And then these guys over here summon those puddles which I stood in, and do matter scramble, which kind of changes the location or something. Okay, so we have one of the elite guys now, Zhang Ling, and he is a 93. So we want to kill him pretty quickly. I'm not sure if disarm works, I'll try it anyway. Didn't seem to. So I don't want to go over the top with my AoE. Or just general attacks at all, because it will burn my mana pretty fast. I'm already at 60%. It is ticking up quite quickly now that I've stopped to attack. But I'll keep throwing out my auto attacks, make sure my buffs are still running. So I don't want to run out of buffs. And Russian Jade Wind, just to try and keep AoE heals going as well. And let DPS actually do the job of DPSing, hopefully. Okay, I'm actually going to go take out some of these annoying little bastards. Seems to kind of stunning the whole raid. So that'll remove them from the equation. And as I said, just let DPS actually do the DPS, rather than try and do it all myself. Okay, that's all them dead. Put another Zen Sphere on the tank, and Russian Jade Wind all these guys. Blackout kick them since I've got the chi for it, and then just auto attack. Let my mana go up a little bit more. So you can see this progress bar at the bottom. We've killed 23 out of 50. So yeah, we want to go for this end sort of thing first. And we've lost our target power buff, so we'll quickly reapply that and put another Russian Jade Wind up. So I've got 15 stacks, so what I'm actually going to do right now is go all out DPS. Try and kill everything, and then I will use my mana tea to get to full before the next section. Not really much else to say, we just obviously meant to keep attacking stuff. So there's my full mana tea, so I'll kill this golem, put up another Russian Jade Wind and start drinking. So you can see there's a load of guys over there and other guys over here. And I'm slowly going all the way to full mana because I have full stacks. So let's kill this end before any more sparks spawn. You can see these sparks in the middle. They're quite nasty, as you can see, 154k nature damage from that one, but you can kill them. So I would advise doing that. There's another urn type thing. So let's take it out. So the other side have actually finished already, which is very bad news because that means our guys suck. You can actually swap positions, so hopefully we've got a couple of guys coming over from their side to help us out. You can do that by using these chains here. That will ferry you up to the top and take you over to the next side. So we did see someone jump down from the top, so people are coming to help, because a lot of our guys are dead for some unknown reason. I don't know why people are gathering over there. Okay, we're going for this guy. I'm not sure if different types of enemy actually give a different sort of number to the kill counter. I think the big ones probably do. So, yeah, this is Spoils of Pandaria. It's a pretty boring fight. And it's lasting way too long. We actually berserk in 40 seconds, so unless we can get this side beat, bad times are coming. So that's that guy dead, and that's the side section completed. So we got a big boost for that. So I'm just going to take a moment to drink my mana tea, because there's not going to be any more ads spawning for a short while. And I just realised I never actually had my Jade Serpent statue up all this time, so I am the ultimate noob in here, in actual fact. So now we have Mantids. The side alternates between Mogu and Mantid. So now we have Mantids to contest with. And they do the usual Mantid nonsense. They drop pheromones everywhere. They do bombs. All that kind of stuff. So there's Commander Iktal, one of the elite Mantid. So we shall kill him. And that should give us a nice boost. I'm not really sure why the panda mechanic is removed from looking for a raid, because it actually gives you a buff which makes the fight easier. Not that looking for raid is actually harder without it, but it is annoying the way they do that. But that is something that is getting fixed in Warlords. They're actually making looking for raid the same as flex, and making sure that all the mechanics are in the fight. So that's going to make things very horrible for all the scrubs that grind looking for raid. No offence if you are one of those people, but it is a very boring raid situation to be in. So things will get a little bit better in that regard. So the Mantid side, our side, is actually doing better because we obviously have those people. So there's some tornadoes, try and avoid those. Tornadoes are pretty annoying things. Got loads of cheese, so I'll just use all my blackout kicks and one target power. Some pheromones there, so I'll make sure I don't stand in them. Ah, such a creaky chair. Kind of hard to see what's going on. Okay, so my mana's getting quite low again, but again, like last time, plenty of stacks. So now that there's no ads directly in the fight, I'll take a moment to drink that. It is a lot more efficient to use the glyph, so that you can just use a global cooldown every now and again to restore 4%, I think it is. But I do like to have the glyphs I've currently got. Healing Spheres lasting longer is great because it actually affects your mastery in this tier bonus. And what's the other one? Can't remember what my glyphs even are. The Surgeon Mist one is kind of important to do a fist weaving style, and the other one makes your Renewing Mist travel 40 yards instead of 20. So I am quite keen on the glyphs I have, and I can make do with just taking a moment to drink the mana tea. I generally know when transition phases happen, so I know when to do that and when it's safe. And cancelling the drink of it doesn't waste stacks, so there's never a bad situation where it comes with that. So I'll just keep on trying to help with the DPS while passively healing everybody. definitely got the mana to do it. As a Mistweaver as well, you have an absolutely obscene amount of expertise and hits, so it doesn't actually matter which direction you attack the boss from. Okay, so I'm nearly out of mana again, so I'll just use that Searching Mist since it's free, and I'll put a Sense Sphere and a Renew Mist on the tank and start drinking. And then carry on with the DPS. So that's that guy down, and now we can hop on over to the other side, jump on one of these chain things to help them out. You'll take a bit of damage while you're in this little piece here, but it's not actually a problem. So I'll replace my Jade Serpent statue and start helping out. So we want to get this big guy down first, really. Let's use an AoE cooldown because why not? Better to have people stay alive and maximise DPS potential. That is, after all, my job. So this will give a big boost to the bar, and then a couple more kills will make sure that we complete the fight. Just one more thing. And there's a guy over there, so we shall attack him. And there we go. I should probably check the loot tables. I'm actually getting loot from every boss. Quite a rare situation to have happen. Okay, that was Spoils of Pandaria. Let's check the loot tables. We can get a multi-strike. Wait, I want to see Mistweaver spec, not that. So we have nothing of interest, so we won't use a coin on that. And we shall move on over to Thok.